So in organizations, leadership plays a pivotal role in driving cultural and organizational change that enables you to support the frequent and reliable deployments across multiple teams. And there are a number of key things that leadership probably wants to focus on, or at least try to see if it can have an impact on these things. One is setting clear vision and goals. If you look at Dan Pink's book Drive around autonomy, mastery, and purpose, purpose is a huge part of that. And setting clear vision and goals enables people to have purpose. They can see how the work that they're doing every day benefits the overall organization, works to achieve those goals. So making those connections. Leaders can also invest in automation and tooling. If you want to do continuous delivery to production, it's going to require a number of things to happen within your organization. One of those things is that you need to support that ability to deliver faster, right? So if you've got on-prem servers on-prem environments where if the developers ask for a new environment, it takes 6 weeks for the operations team to go buy the hardware, build that out, deliver that in some way, then you're not going to be able to move to continuous delivery. It's not possible, right? That's a 6-week blocker in the middle of that 6 weeks constraint. So investing in learning around these technologies, automation and tooling to be able to support that, to be able to support teams moving more quickly, automated deployments, automated building out of environments, automated everything, right? Then that's one piece. The other piece is that the applications that you currently have that you may have a long-term strategy for, right? They're going to be around for a long time, may not be architected in a way, because maybe they've been around for a long time already, may not be architected in a way that's suitable for continuous delivery to production. That's just reality, right? As you change the demands you're putting on the product, you're going to have to change the architecture of the product in order to support the new demands that you're putting on it. So investing in the time and effort for the teams to be able to work towards those outcomes. And we're not talking about, we're not going to deliver any new features because we're trying to do this. We're talking about enabling them to do a little piece at a time. The Azure DevOps team had some architectural changes they needed to make in their test infrastructure in order to reduce their time to market, and to completely clear off the old test infrastructure took 4 years, right? We're not talking about shorter time frames. We're talking about long-term products that exist in the market. Azure DevOps, the product that is Azure DevOps was originally released in the market in 2006. We're now in 2025, so it's 19 years. That product has been in the market, been making them money, been a flagship product within that context. And Visual Studio has been a product for longer, right? These are long-term products, and they need long-term thinking about investment in architecture, investment in refactoring, investment in automation, and in change, right? Because your needs, your demands as the business on engineering, the demands of the customer on engineering are going to change over time, and you need to change your product and invest in changing your product to support that. So that really comes back to this idea of continuous learning and improvement, not just on your plate as leaders, but also on the engineering team's plate. Are you putting your engineers under so much time pressure that their biggest problem is getting stuff out the door? Or do they have time to talk about and discuss what they need to learn, how they need to change the product, the refactors that they have to do? Or when they start talking about those things, is the immediate answer, no, we don't have time to do that because we've got to ship some features? That's a losing proposition. Absolutely a losing proposition. It's not a short-term losing proposition, but it's a long-term losing proposition. There is no way to win at cutting short-term quality, cutting quality for short-term wins rather than long-term wins. So those things together as leaders, along with, and there's loads of things you could do. You could break down silos in the organization. So if you have coding hierarchy and test hierarchy, uh, anytime you've got a test manager and a dev manager, and then you get team members that are reporting to multiple people because they've got the team that they're on, and perhaps a product manager that they're dealing with, and then they've got their dev manager as a line manager, and other people in the team have their test manager as a line manager. That's a mess, right? That's complicated. That's people being pulled in different directions. That's teams having more difficulty, more friction in working together towards a common goal than in not working together towards a common goal, right? Because there's more things pulling them in different directions. So breaking down silos, and ultimately leading by example. People are going to look to their leaders to see how are we expected to behave within the context of this organization, and our leaders need to present that example that we can use to build that culture of collaboration and trust within our organization.